Don't let it rule you. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Hey, welcome tonight, everybody. Welcome tonight. Welcome tonight. It's the late night hour. It's the late night hour. It's the late night hour. Welcome. Let's see who is up tonight. Who is up tonight? Who is up tonight? Who is up tonight? who is up tonight to talk, to listen, to share on Campbell Time. It's Campbell Time, ladies and gentlemen. It's Campbell Time. All righty. Hey, tonight we're not going to talk about church tonight. We're not going to talk about church tonight on this program. This program is a talk program. There are some things we're going to talk about on this program tonight. And whenever this program comes up from this studio, total different studio, whenever this program comes up, this is some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about on here. I see our friends and everybody from Jamaica coming in. Let's do this. Let's do this one here. Let's do this. Yeah, I see our friends from Jamaica coming in. Bless you. Good evening, everyone. I miss you all. 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 Yeah, I miss you all. I miss you all. Let's line this up better. Let's line this up a little bit better. I miss you all on here. Miss you all. But anyway, gonna say hello to you guys, and then I want to talk about some things on here tonight. So we designed this program here. Whoops. So we designed this program here to talk. We designed this program to talk. All right, this is not a teaching program. This is not a teaching program. This is a talking program tonight. And so we designed this program right here where we're going to jump on and talk about things relative to our community, relative to our politics, relative to what's going on in the world today. While we could talk about Bible and talk about Bible prophecy, we could still talk about the things that's happening around us and talk about how they're affecting us, talk about some of the cultural issues, and that's what's on my heart. And that's what I want to use this particular program from this studio to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, want to welcome you to what I call Campbell Time. I will be talking about a few things. I see some of my regular folks on here from the Steve Campbell Christian Network over there on the big board. Let me bring this right here where I can see better. Yeah. I see Audrey. Greetings, Audrey. I see Annette Peters. Bless you. Good to see you. I see Alice Janet. Good to see you tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, let me get going. Let me go on. All those of you that's listening on the radio, thank you for tuning in to our very first program, our very first Campbell Time program, our very first Campbell Time program. Coming to you from this studio, coming to you from this particular studio right here. I think my audio is good. I think my audio is good, right? I think my audio is good. Coming to you from the studio. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you tonight. All righty. I just wanted to make sure that my audio was good. And so we're coming to you tonight from a total different studio, I hope you guys caught Prophet tonight on Prophetic Encounter earlier. Hope you caught him earlier on Prophetic Encounter. Yeah, that's his thing there. And so I'm on my brand new program called Campbell Time. And we're going to talk about some stuff tonight in the news. We're going to talk about some stuff in the news tonight. And so let me do this as a reminder to those of you that's joining us tonight and those of you that still need to know a little bit about what we're doing here with this program. All right, this program called Campbell Time is a program where we're going to be talking and making personal comments on current events. That's what we're going to be doing on here. And I'm going to be giving my personal opinion on the news as well as political events. And we probably will, from time to time, do some live video calls and telephone calls in here from a radio and streaming audience. But this is not church. Be advised, this is not church. This is not church. This is me talking. This is going to be me talking and talking about what's going on around us. Talking about what's going on around us. And as I use this platform and this forum to talk about what's going on around us, hope you like my new studio. Hope you guys like my new studio. This studio was created for this program, Campbell Time. Hope you guys like the new studio. Hopefully the people that I have influence over will pay attention, will listen to me. And I hope that we could inform you. And that we can share things with you that will be educational, that will be informative, and that will enable us to use our mind and think for a little bit. Use our mind and think for a little bit about what's going on around us. Think for a little bit about the things that are happening in our communities and in our country, and possible what's going on in your country as well. I think we're going to be able to talk about some international matters as well on this program. Those of you that don't know, I'm from Jamaica, so I might include some international news on this program as well from time to time. All right. So it's Campbell Time, and the very first thing I want to talk about today is we in America, we're in a season where we are in what is called election season here in America. Election season when everybody's about to vote in order to change the government, change the House, change Congress, that type of stuff. All right. And so one of my goal and objective on here is to ask those of you that will listen to me today, I want you to plan to vote. I want you to make plans to go out and vote. I want you to make plans to go out and vote. I want to tell you something. I want to encourage you. I really do want to take the time to encourage you that your vote is very important. I want you to make plans to vote, and I want you to make preparations to vote. I want you to make preparations to vote. Yep, that's what I want you to do. And I want you to go out and vote. That's what I want you to do. I want you to plan to vote, prepare to vote, and I want you to go out and vote. All right? I want you to go out and vote. Why? Because your vote is very important. Don't you for 1 minute. Listen to me. I'm on here tonight because I want to do something community, and I want to do something civically important. And one of that is also encouraging you as a citizen. You as a citizen, Lakeisha, you as a citizen of this country. I want to bring your remembrance to the fact that people have died. People have fought, died, got beat up, got killed so that we can have the privilege and the liberty of voting. Yeah, people have died so that we could vote. So I want you not to sit down. I promise my friends that I will use my platform and I will just not preach on my platform and teach, but I will also use it to do community work and civic work on here. And so this is what this program is going to be all about as well. Apart from me venting, I needed a program to vent on. I needed I needed a forum to vent. I needed a forum to vent. My friend Bishop Cedric Miller over there in Living Word Christian Fellowship, he has a program called Miller Time, and I used to be on my way home and listening to him and listening to the topics that he was talking about. And as I listened to the topic he was talking about, I say to myself, oh my goodness, there go a preacher that's talking about the things that is on my heart and the things that I want to talk about. And I always sit and listen to him talk about the things that, is important. And I thought to myself, I need to be able to talk to people. I need to be able to talk to people on my platform, on the platform that I have. And believe it or not, Lakeisha, I was saying this to a friend of mine. I said, my friend is doing Miller Time and he's talking about stuff that I want to talk about. And my friend says to me, he says, but wait a minute, what's the problem? He says, you have a radio station, you have a television station, aren't you the CEO? Oh man, that's what my friend said to me. He says, "Aren't you the CEO?" He says, "You could create your own program. You could schedule your own program. You could change the old program on the network because it's your program, it's your station." And that just cracked me up. And then that's when I thought about it. I said, you know what? I can really do a program where I don't just teach. You see, I over the years, I was accustomed to paying the networks to be on the network. I was accustomed to paying radio stations to do half an hour radio program to preach and to teach. Yeah, one time we had 40 half an hour program, and we used to pay the networks, the television station for half an hour. Not really half an hour, 28 minutes of preaching. We used to pay for that. And on the radio, we used to pay for that. So guess what? That's still on my mind. That was still on my mind. I was not thinking that, wait a minute now, you now own a radio station. You now own a television station. And you could come on anytime you want. You could do whatever you want to do. You could plan whatever program you want to plan on your own station. And my friend just brought me back to reality and let me know, go ahead, do the program because you could plan whatever you want on your program. And so that's how this program was born, and the idea and the thought of this program was born. And so because we have to work and we have to do other things scheduled, we decided we're going to drop in with Campbell Time from time to time, different times, all right? We're going to be dropping in different times. Just to talk about events. And what's on my mind tonight that I would like to be able to influence, my viewers and my listeners, those of you that's listening on the radio, in the next 10 days, will be election day in America, will be election day in the United States of America. And so what I want to do, I want to use this platform to remind you, if you're watching me tonight, I want to remind you that it's very important that you go out and vote. Listen to me. I'm encouraging you. It is very important that you plan to vote, number one. Number two, I want you to make sure that you prepare to go out and vote. What time? Prepare to go and vote. And most importantly, I want you to get up, get out of your house Bring somebody with you. Take somebody with you to the polls and vote. All right? That's what I want you to hear in your head from me tonight on Campbell Time. All right? There are those people who sit back and relax and they say that their vote doesn't count. Don't you believe that for 1 second? Every vote counts. And you know something? Even if my vote don't count, I feel good that when I go and I fill that paper out and I go straight down the line, I could walk out of that place and say to myself, oh my goodness, somebody is going to hear how I feel. Somebody in this country is going to see how I feel, and that's my voice. You have that voice as well, and I want you to use it. If never a time you need to use your voice, your voting voice, is now. Have you noticed that our country is kind of going through some weird changes right now? Now, apart from those of you that's deep, and apart from those of you who are, into the Bible and into prophecy, but the whole idea of being at the place where we are right now in this country, where the whole atmosphere is just so different. Just today, listen to me, just today in the news, listen to this, just today in the news, Lakeisha, just today in the news, Nancy Pelosi, the speaker, I call her Auntie Nancy. Nancy Pelosi's husband, 82 years old in San Francisco, was attacked in his home. The attacker went in his home looking for Nancy to harm her. Instead, he used a hammer. He used an hammer to attack Nancy's 82-year-old husband. That's what's happening politically. That's what's happening in the political climate right now in this country. Yeah. Like I said, this is my opinion, but I just feel like these are the kind of things that happen in third world countries. These are the kind of things that happen somewhere else, not in this great America. But America has changed. The climate here, the political climate here has changed. We see people attacking individuals physically, terroristically, attacking individuals because they believe something different from them, or because they're from a different party. That's the kind of thing that used to happen when I was in Jamaica, where the PNP killed the JLP and the JLP killed the PNP. And that's third world stuff. It's happening here now in a country that claims to be a beacon on a hill, a shining city on a hill, a country where democratic values are supposed to be the standard of the world. And check this out, a country who hypocritically have gone overseas to tell people how to run their elections and how leaders are to act democratically with the people. We are seeing the same things happening now today in this country. The thing that bothers me, though, is they told me that one of the political party here was a party of Christian value. Oh man, listen. When I just came to this country, man, they told me that one of the political party here was a party of Christian value. And when I just came here, I believed them that there was a party of Christian value. Then I found out years later that the party of Christian values are one issue party, one issue party. And that's the abortion issue, it's the abortion issue. And all these evangelicals and all these church folk, they just grab on to the abortion issue, and that's the only thing they hold on to, and will support a particular party because a particular party figure out how to grab a hold of them with one issue. One issue, the abortion issue. So as long as you will stand up against abortion, listen, let's go. As long as you will stand up against abortion, being an adulterer, being a fornicator, being a person of no character is okay, as long as you stand up for abortion. And that's what I saw. I said, what a bunch of hypocrites. What a bunch of hypocrites. A couple of years ago, there was a situation where one of these guys in the party of Christian value that voted with the party on the abortion issue, come to find out he had slept with the secretary in his office and she got pregnant and he was paying for her to get an abortion. The same guy in the House that voted and is standing up against abortion, he got the secretary pregnant and was paying for her abortion. This is the kind of hypocrisy that goes on. And so they have used a one wedge issue to captivate the minds of evangelicals. Some of you watching tonight, this probably is not for you, but it's okay. It's late night, it's the Campbell Time, and I'm just sharing my opinion on things. We are experiencing what I want to classify as terroristic attacks. Things that America normally would classify as terroristic attacks. I'm finding out it is only classified as terroristic attack when the brown-skinned people from Afghanistan or from one of those countries over there in the Middle East does it. That's when it's terroristic attack. But when American does it in America, there's a party that's called themselves the Party of Christian Value. You know what they say? They said those are patriots. Hello. They say those are patriots. Yeah, those are patriots. January 6th, I sat and watched the television with my own eyes and see people desecrate the Capitol. I'm one of those who are blessed to be able to visit the Capitol every now and then and work down in the Capitol sometimes and actually walked on some of those steps that I see, walk through some of those doors that I see those guys breaking down. And to me, they desecrated the Capitol. Desecrated the Capitol. And they desecrated the Capitol and they did it in the name of a particular person. They were looking to assassinate, to hang the vice president. They were looking for Auntie Nancy to kill her. If that was a bunch of people from the Middle East, everybody in America would be jumping up and crying, oh, they're terrorists. Those are terrorists. They're terrorizing the country, and we're going to go bomb there, or we're going to go bomb this country, or we're going to... That's how we operate here. But because that group that desecrated the Capitol, they weren't from the Middle East, they were from here, homegrown, the Party of Christian Value praised that and called that patriotic people. I don't know how you feel about that, but me personally, I feel that's crazy. This is my feelings. I think that is so crazy. I think that is the dumbest, craziest thing. Today, Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked. And I was listening to the news to see which leaders are going to come out, which leader will stand in front of a microphone and denounce the attack. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. What's the point I'm trying to make tonight? I'm trying to make a point that America has shifted so far away from the norms. America has shifted so far away from the norms. One of the one of the talking points that is being used in this election cycle is that your vote in this election will determine if we maintain our democratic state, if we maintain democracy in this country. Because there is a party who have become lawless in their actions, lawless in their conversation, lawless in their disposition. And it seems as if they're saying it's okay for people to do the things they're doing. One guy could just go on Twitter and just target somebody, target the FBI. And a group of people would just go attack the FBI building. The same guy could just go on Twitter and target Nancy Pelosi. And some crazed person will go to Nancy Pelosi's house and go attack her husband and kill her. Yeah, one guy just say the word. One guy, have you noticed that? I'm just telling you what I've noticed. One guy just say the word from the bully pulpit, bully whatever he's got, and then people just carry out the actions. That's what I have noticed. I am not making this up. That's what I've noticed. One guy just irresponsibly target somebody or target a company. And there is somebody out there in the world, there's somebody out there in America, there's somebody out there in America who will go attack the person that this one person target. That's what's going on in America right now. A friend of mine who is a poll worker, who is a poll worker, she told me she just bought a class, I think it was a class 4 bulletproof vest. She bought a bulletproof vest. Think about this, a poll worker. She bought a bulletproof vest in order to go work the polls. And I said to her, I said, are we in America? I'm like, it doesn't feel like I'm in America, man. Not in America. Not in America. It is a shame. It is a shame what's happening. It is a shame. The kind of thing that's happening here is the kind of things that happen over in the Middle East, wherever in some dictatorship country or some place where they have a dictator that is in office for 20 years. The kind of thing that's happening here right now. I'm just expressing my feelings, my opinion. This is what this program is about. I'm expressing my feeling, my opinion on the things I see going on. The things that I see going on. I don't know if those of you that watch or those of you that listen feel the same way. But I needed a place like this to be able to talk to people and to vent and to rehash what I hear and what I think is crazy. Crazy season. One politician from Florida, one politician in Florida sent a plane over to Texas, fools a bunch of migrants to get on the plane, and flew the plane with children, pregnant women, teenagers, families, or from another country, flew the plane all the way up north to Martha's Vineyard and let those people up over there in Martha's Vineyard. To me, that's cruelty. To me, that's cruelty. That's cruelty. Yeah, to me, that's abuse. To me, that's cruelty. But that's the party of Christian value. Oh, man. That's the party of Christian value. That's not Christian. That right there, that is not Christian. And check this out. Check this out. This is the part that really bugged me out now. A bunch of evangelical is still going to vote for this guy. A whole bunch of evangelicals that get up and go to church and say they're praising the Lord and worshiping the Lord, they're still going to vote for this guy. Yeah. Yeah, they're still going to vote for him. They're still going to vote for him. I think somewhere we have lost our compass. We have lost our, we have lost some things in America. We have lost some things in America. Would you all agree? Would you all agree we have lost some things in America? Lost it. I remember traveling in London, England during the last presidency. I remember traveling over to London, England, and I got into a cab. I took one of those cabs in London, and the taxi driver engaged me in a conversation. As soon as I said I was from America, he engaged me in a conversation. And he was practically mocking and calling the then president stupid, illiterate, dumb. And he was saying, what has happened to America? Nobody respects America. This is what the taxi driver in London, England was saying to me while I was sitting in the back of the taxi cab. And I felt some kind of way. I felt some kind of way that people from other countries are actually laughing at the intelligence of the leadership of the United States of America. I felt some kind of way. Went into a restaurant to go have some fish and chips and some tea in London, England. Went into a restaurant to go have some fish and chips and some tea in London, England. And the waitress, when they found out we were from America, engaged us again in the same conversation. It's like we could not get away from wherever we go, wherever we went. When they found out we were from America, everybody wanted to talk to us about the stupidity that's going on in America. For real. And I felt some kind of way. I felt some kind of way. This is crazy season. Sweetie, what is that? This is crazy season in America. It is. Now, what I want us to do, those of you that watch me, those of you that's listening, I want you to make sure you register to vote, because your vote counts. I want you to make sure you register to vote. And I want you to participate in the election process. It's very important that you participate in the election process. Mm? What I am asking everybody that I know to do, and what I'm saying to everybody that I know, is that we must go to the polls. We must go to the polls. And we must use our vote and repudiate. We must use our vote and repudiate this kind of behavior that's going on. We must use our vote and send a message. That's what I want us to do. I want us to make sure we go out to the polls. And I want us to use our vote to repudiate. I want us to use our vote to repudiate this kind of behavior. My aim as a citizen of this country, my aim and my wish is that America will vote out all of them. That's my prayer, that you will vote. I pray that America will vote all of them out. Hold them accountable for the stupidity. Hold them accountable. That's what my prayer is, that America will hold them accountable for their stupidity. That's what I pray. That America will go to the polls and hold all these politicians accountable for the stupidity, for the enablement, and for taking this country through what they're taking this country through. That's what I pray everybody would go to the polls and repudiate this kind of behavior. That's what I wish. Yeah, that's what I wish. Let me tell you something else. I pray, I wish that in this, as people vote to repudiate this, I pray that the other party will pick up a whole bunch of new senators, will pick up a whole bunch of new Congress people in the Congress. I pray that the other party will pick up a whole bunch of new senators. Don't know how many of you follow. I'm almost done. Don't know how many of you follow the Georgia Senate race. With the Reverend Raphael Warnock and the other guy. Reverend Raphael Warnock and the other guy. I don't know if you follow the Georgia politics. But I don't understand how in the world can the Georgia polls be closed. I don't understand. I don't understand how the polls are closed. I don't understand what we're thinking. I don't understand what our Americans are thinking. I really don't. Let's pray for our country. Pray for our country. Pray for our government. Believe it or not, the Bible does instruct us to pray for leadership. Pray for leadership. Many years ago, when I was growing up in Jamaica, and there was political season, the PNP would be shooting everybody was a labor right, and everybody was a labor right would be shooting PNP, and it was political war and all that kind of stuff. And you know, that's what it begins to feel like here in America. That's what it begins to feel like here. Yeah, that's what it begins to feel like here. Seems as if it's going to get to a point where all of us have to wear bulletproof vests when we leave our house. Seems as if all of us are going to have to start wearing bulletproof vests when we leave our house. Mm? Feels like uh, feels like I could leave my house today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it back home because of the color of my skin. Somebody might just want to beat me up because I'm a different color. This is what America has come to. And it's like every day it's getting worse. Every day it's getting worse. Every day it's getting worse. I see you all commenting on there. I see you all commenting on there. Hey, listen, I want you all to pray for the President of the United States of America. Pray for the President. Pray for Joe Biden, President Joe Biden. Pray for him. Pray for him. Because let me tell you something. Leadership in general is very difficult. Leadership in general is very difficult. Check this out. Can I tell you a little secret before I leave? Everybody's talking about inflation. Joe Biden can't solve the inflation problem. The inflation problem is worldwide. It's not separate to America. The inflation problem is worldwide. But Americans who don't read, who don't try to understand anything, they blame the president for everything. They blame the president for everything. A few months ago, the guys in Saudi Arabia decided that they're going to hold back on the production of oil, of crude oil. And as soon as they said that over there, oil prices went up over here. Gas prices went up over here. And then because they said what they said and because OPEC said what they said, gas prices went up here. Guess what? When gas prices went up here, everybody started blaming the president. And the president has nothing to do with that. It's rich people pulling the string. Rich people with money pulling the strings. And everything happened, they blame the president. I'm sorry for that, man. I'm sorry. Every president that sits in the White House, I pray for them. Every last one, Democrat or Republican. Because folks who don't read and folks who don't pay attention, they blame the president for everything. Listen, the president put forth bills, the House put forth bills, and the Republican senators and Republican House members said no, vote against the stuff that would be a benefit to America. And when the bills aren't passed, they blame the Democrat. But they refuse to vote for the bill. So you refuse to vote for something that would be a benefit to the country and then turn around and blame the people. Oh man, y'all got to pray for me because I think this is just stupidity. And then Americans is going to turn around. Listen to this. Americans are going to turn around and vote for the people who said no. Vote for the people who tried to block bills and programs that will help America on a daily basis. What's wrong with that picture? They're going to vote them back in. They're going to vote for the folks who said no. For the last 4 years, the last 3.5 years, the people that says no to everything, they're getting ready to vote them back in office. The folks who said no and strangled everything the current party is trying to do to move the country along. Something is wrong with that picture. But hey, I'm just telling you. I'm just calling it like I see it, and I'm just sharing it like I feel it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm getting ready to go now. But for those of you that took the time to listen to Campbell Time tonight, like I said, this is not church. This is me talking to you about the day's event and about some stuff in the news. Right? That's what this program is. I'll do church in the next studio. I'll do church in the next studio. Right? Main takeaway tonight is me asking you not to sit at home on election day. Many people have voted through write in ballots, mail in ballots. If you have not mailed your ballot in, you can still do that. But whatever you do, please don't sit home on election day. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. You see that? Get out and vote. Encourage somebody to go and vote, because your vote counts. Your vote counts. And things are so close and divided in this country that you got to make sure that every vote counts. All right? I'm going to say good night to everybody. My name is Steve Campbell, and this is Campbell Time. Thank you so much for tuning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for more Campbell Time. That I will just come here. I'll just come here from time to time, and I'll just get into the news, and I'll just share some things on here about the news with you. All right? We'll build the studio particularly for Campbell Time. All right? Thank you so much for being here. I hope tonight you enjoyed the few moments that I spent with you on here. I hope you enjoyed the few minutes I spent with you on here. Just talking about the stuff. I hope this will also be therapy for some of you here. I hope this will be therapy for some of you on here, and that you guys could feel free to come on here from time to time and share with us. Good night, everybody. Remember, get out the vote, bring your family members to vote, and take everybody with you. Have a good night.